Malai Kofta, a dish older than the borders drawn around it. From the Mughal kitchens of northern India, where Persian fire met Indian earth, and the humblest potato was dressed in the silk of cream. They will tell you that Malai Kofta needs cream, pots of it, heavy and white and rich. But the old kitchens knew a quieter truth, that a handful of cashews, soaked soft and blended slow, can carry the very same velvet. No dairy, no shortcut, only patience and the will to do it the way it has always been done. Servings 4. 25 minutes of preparation, 30 minutes of cooking, 55 minutes in all. 2 potatoes, boiled soft. 1 cup of paneer, grated fine. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to bind. 4 plum tomatoes. 1 yellow onion. 4 cloves of garlic. Half a cup of cashews. 4 tablespoons of ghee. Garam masala. 4 green cardamom pods. Kashmiri red chili. Salt and water, 1.5 cups. First, the potatoes, boiled until a knife slips through without resistance, peeled while still warm, mashed until not a single lump remains. Then the paneer, grated fine, folded in, a little cornstarch, a pinch of salt, a whisper of garam masala, kneaded slowly until it becomes a soft, smooth dough that no longer clings to your hands. Now, the shaping. Take the dough and roll it into 12 small spheres, tight, compact, each one pressed firm between the palms, so it holds together in the heat to come. If the dough feels too wet, a little more cornstarch. The KOF-tah, must never be allowed to fall apart. Heat the ghee in a deep pan until it shimmers. Lower the koftas in, one by one, and then do nothing. Let them be. Turn them only when the underside has set into a deep, even gold. When every side wears that golden crust, lift them out. Rest them on paper. Let them cool and wait. For the gravy, the cashews, the tomatoes, the onion, the garlic, all of it into a pot of water. Let it boil 12 minutes until everything is soft enough to surrender. Then into the blender, liquid and all. 2 full minutes, longer than you think you need, until the puree turns completely smooth, until grit becomes silk. In a clean pan, the last of the ghee, 4 cardamom pods dropped in whole, toasted 30 seconds until the air turns sweet and fragrant. Then the cashew tomato puree poured back in. Kashmiri chili, Kashmiri, for color, not for fire. The rest of the garam masala, salt, and a slow simmer, 10 minutes, until the gravy thickens and deepens and glows. The koftas do not swim. That is the secret the patient cooks keep. Lay them gently in the bowl and pour the hot gravy over them, only now, only at the very end. A last drizzle of blended cashew cream, a scattering of fresh cilantro, and the kofta, soft within, golden without, waits beneath its blanket of velvet. The word kofta, KOF-tah, traveled a long way to reach this bowl. It comes from the old Persian kofta, meaning to pound, to grind, the same word that became kofta on Turkish tables and kofta across the Middle East. A dumpling by 100 names, carried east along the roads of empire, until at last it reached the kitchens of India. It was the Mughals, Mughal, who brought the kofta to northern India 5 centuries ago. But India answered with something the Persian cooks had never imagined. In a land of so many who ate no meat, the dumpling was reborn. Potato and cheese in place of lamb. The press of the palm in place of the cleaver. A meatball with no meat at all. And then there is the Malai, the cream, the top of the milk lifted gently, the richest part of all. In the old courts, this was the food of celebration, of weddings, of feast days, of the table laid for honored guests, a dish too patient, too tender to be everyday, a dish made when love had time to spare. The grandmothers of the North will tell you that the gravy remembers the hand that made it. That cream was never truly the secret. The secret was the cashew, soaked and blended and coaxed into silk. The secret was the slow boil, the long blend, the refusal to hurry. Richness, they say, is not poured from a tin. It is built, minute by patient minute. So the koftas rest in their golden bowl. The gravy, poured warm, settles around them. The cilantro is scattered. The steam rises and curls and fades. Malai Kofta is the rarest kind of recipe, one that asks for nothing but your patience and gives back something close to tenderness. It was never trying to impress. It was only ever trying to feed the people who were loved. And the table, at last, is set.